Yo, what's good? Christian here again with another video. This time I got the early access to the DLC. I'm going to be talking about it, but I'm going to get right into the shits because if you want every detail about this DLC, then you could just go to a bigger YouTuber. They're going to do it even better. I'm just going to talk about why I can't actually be happy about this DLC, okay? I've lost faith in the developers because they haven't shown me that they have a clear direction about what they're trying to do with this game. Essentially, for example, we have 5 characters here. All 5 characters look really great. I'm gonna say some positives as well. They look really great. They behave, just like the movie. Very flashy. The transformations look great. All of that. But this is the problem I'm having about this DLC is that, okay, you're giving us 5 characters and most of them are not usable, okay? And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is because of the problems with the game, because there's a whole game mode that I basically deem unplayable, which is DP Battle. Basically, a lot of these characters don't have a room to play in this game. All the base forms and stuff, if we're gonna be honest, nobody's gonna be playing the base forms in single battle. They're gonna be playing either Beast Gohan or they're gonna be playing Orange Piccolo, okay? And let's not even talk about Cell Max, because Cell Max is a giant. We all know ain't nobody playing no giants in freaking single battle ranked, okay? It's not gonna happen. So, what this video is gonna be about is basically how we got to this point. Basically, if we're gonna be honest, I don't feel like Bandai had a lot of confidence in this game. I feel like they rushed it out. We basically got an alpha version of the game when the game first came out. And now they're basically trying to rush their way into having a quality game so that they can actually sell this DLC, okay? But that's why you're seeing them patch the game over and over. The problem is, like, these patches, because I'm going to combine the patch with the DLC, okay? I'm going to talk about both. The patch is good. Like, I was looking at the patch notes. I feel like the patch is good for the game. The problem is there is no sense of direction about what they want to do with the actual battle system. They're just throwing shit at the wall and hoping that it sticks, okay? And that's not a recipe for a good battle system, okay? We're basically making the game for them, if you notice. Basically, they just take the notes that we give them and then they use some of them, and then they throw some shit on their own that nobody asked for, and then it either ruins the experience or makes it better, but they don't even know. They don't even know what is gonna happen once they patch the game. Another thing, the game is still buggy, still has the Vanish Assault glitch in it, and something that's kind of embarrassing is that they will change stuff, they'll fix stuff, and not even mention it in the patch notes. What do I mean by that? We all know Revenge Counter sucks, okay? It sucked from the beginning of the game, and we basically found use for it. The community did, in some kind of way, but ultimately, Revenge Counter did not work as intended because it was supposed to be a combo breaker, but it didn't even function well as that because the devs, like I said, released an alpha version of the game, didn't even test the game. It basically owes us residual checks at this point. Okay, we're the play testers. They should pay us at least minimum wage for play testing this game for them. Okay, and yeah, so now they fixed Revenge Counter apparently, because as you see in this training mode, the computer Revenge Counter me. I tried to punish them, like usual, and I couldn't. So they fixed it, but they didn't even mention it in the patch notes. And you know why? Because they're embarrassed to mention stuff like that because they're bugs in the game. They're not actual mechanics that are supposed to be in the game. Revenge Counter was not supposed to be punishable like that. But because they didn't test it, they freaking released it in this shitty state. Well, now they're embarrassed to admit it, so they won't even mention it in the patch notes. That's another thing. DP Battle, okay? DP Battle is the longevity of this game. They need to do something with DP Battle. All these characters that they released, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, they're not playable. I'm not going to be playing SS Gohan in single battle. It's not going to happen. And DP Battle in its state is so ass that no one wants to play it. When this game first came out, I did not play singles. I did not play singles whatsoever. I was playing DP Battle. But after the first patch, they basically changed the win condition of DP Battle. Okay? And they did it in the same way they just did with Revenge Counter. They didn't mention anything about it. I just woke up one day, hopped on DP Battle, and I lost the game because they basically changed the win condition. Okay? And for people who don't play DP Battle, let me make a little parallel so maybe you can understand. That's like you hopping into 2K, right? You find a dude, you score more points than them, and they end up winning at the end because essentially the way to win the game now is to get more rebounds instead of score more points. That's like the same thing. Like, they released the game. DP Battle was actually a success at the beginning of the game. People actually liked it. There was a competitive scene attached to it. And then all of a sudden they changed it without reason. The community didn't even ask for the change. They could have just fixed a couple things and DP Battle would have been fine and thriving. But instead they chose to change it and basically ruin it. And now there's no space for these characters to be played. No one's playing Cell Max in singles. No one's playing, SS Gohan or Base Piccolo or even Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. Ain't nobody playing those characters in singles because they're not viable. Okay? They're not viable. The way that you made the game, singles is supposed to be a casual mode where you just go. That's basically like playing Call of Duty and you go and run a 1v1. Okay? Like, yeah, it's fun, but it's not the competitive mode. It's not the intended mode. Okay? DP Battle was the intended way to play this game. And right now it's freaking broken and they're doing nothing about it. Every time they patch the game, they don't even mention DP Battle. They have no plans. They have no direction or what this game is going to be or what they're trying to make it. Okay? Like, they're just throwing shit at the wall, hoping that it sticks. Okay, and that's what this video is about. That's why I can't be excited about this DLC. It's just, I lost faith in the developers. Now, the game is still fun. I still like the game. I'm still gonna play it. But I'm gonna be honest, what's carrying this game is the IP. If this was not Dragon Ball, if it wasn't Dragon Ball characters, we would have all dropped this game by now. Let's be freaking honest, okay? What's holding up this game and making us patient is the characters. The nostalgia. Dragon Ball, it's Tenkaichi, okay? And the bones of the game are good. Essentially, the game system, the battle system that was made years ago still holds up. It's still fun. That's why we could still play it. But bro, the developers are so freaking incompetent. I will keep saying it. Like, I've never seen a game with this much lack of direction, like, and with this much money attached to it. It's freaking crazy. Okay. But anyways, that's all I got for you today. This was my little rant about the DLC. But I will be coming out with a more dedicated video about DP Battle because they need to do something with DP Battle. I'm telling you, like, DP Battle is the key to longevity in this game, and they're freaking botching it. Okay, so I'm coming out with another video of what I would do with DP Battle. I'm gonna look at the DP cost of these characters, which again make no sense. Again, that's another thing. I feel like they don't even know how to play their game, so they don't even know how to balance their characters with the DP Battle cost. It's freaking nuts. Okay, so I will be making another video looking at that and saying what I would do, maybe a couple changes that I would make, maybe rebalance those costs and make some of these characters viable in DP Battle. And I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.